I'm Christina.
I'm Maya from Book of Dreams, and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to talk about Empire of Storms by Sarah J Maas. So this is book 5, yes, book 5 in the Throne of Glass series. I get confused because I always count Assassin's Blade as 1. It's not 1, it's 0.5. So this is book 5 in this series. And in this one, Aelin is now trying to gather allies to raise an army to fight against the bad guy. And with that, we are following her court and how their relationships are developing and how they are, just working together to try to raise an army. Aelin is still sort of not mysterious, but cagey. She doesn't tell people what she's planning. She has, working behind the scenes and stuff, and just the same as the previous book, but on a grander scale to raise an army, because she has now a little bit of pressure because the people of her land don't really recognize her as a princess, and now she has to sort of prove to them that she's capable of doing what she has to do. How did you like this one?
It was one of my favorites. The third one and this one is definitely, those are my two favorites.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely loved the side characters. That was definitely like the top characteristic feature of this book for me, because although there was a lot of plot regarding Aelin and Rowan and this whole sorry.
No, he's tickling me.
This whole, war and getting...
Okay.
Excuse me. So, in addition to the big storyline, the big plot, there was a lot of development of side characters, of their relationships. We got to see a lot more of Lysandra. Oh my god, I can't... Aiden, thank you. Aiden, Lorcan, Elide, Maeve, Dorian, everybody got such a good story within the big story, and I absolutely loved how much we got from that, and I absolutely fell in love with every shipping there is in this book. Everything was so perfectly imagined and put together, and I just absolutely loved it.
I was at one point, I'm more interested in reading about all the other side characters than the main character.
Yes.
Because first of all, Manon and Dorian are my favorites, and I love them, and I just loved how their relationship developed, and I loved how Araxes. So in the last book, was that in the last book or was this one? When Manon betrayed her grandmother. See, I don't remember. In this one.
That was in this one. That was also one of the brilliant moments of this book. So
basically, in this one, Manon betrays her grandmother and makes herself and her 13 exiles. And when she tells her, I can't pronounce what that thing is, Abraxas, whatever. When she tells him to bring her to safety, he brings her to Dorian. And I was like, oh my god, so cool. So yeah, the development of their relationship and sort of how everyone else explains the dynamics of their relationship and how it works. It was so fascinating. It's so fun to read. Yeah. Also, I liked Elide and Lorcan. Yeah. Elide she's more capable than she lets on, and Lorcan's always so suspicious of her, and it was so cool. And who else we follow? So Aiden and Lysandra. I sent you
she sent me a picture, oh, look at this, hearts, love, everything.
Yes, so reading them was at times more interesting than reading about Rowan and Aelin. But yeah, the relationship between those two as well is so good. You've been following them since the beginning, so not beginning, but since book 3, I guess.
Yes.
And it's fun.
Yes. I also very much enjoyed the Maeve storyline.
Yes.
I think I said this even in my our wrap up. So the moment she betrayed her grandma was so good. I was literally...
Manon, you said Maeve.
Manon, yes. I'm sorry, Manon, I'm sorry. Anyways, I know I was listening to it on audio. And
that was a yes?
Yes, and I was in the middle of the square and I was like, yes! And like, you know, you're in the middle of the square. I kind of forgot that there was people around me, but I was so happy and I just kept grinning and I was like, yes, I knew this was coming. This is so good. Because I was like so scared like throughout that entire story that something would happen to her second, and like I was like, come on, Manon, you got this. You are more than this. I was so rooting for her. Although like technically, like basically for the most of the books, she is kind of portrayed as the negative character, you know, like
morally gray,
morally gray,
hero. Yeah.
And I was totally rooting for her, and I was.
I like how she hasn't like changed completely.
Yeah.
Like she's away from her grandmother and everything, so like that sort of negative influence is not there anymore. But she's still a witch, you know. She's still Manon, and she's still, you know, threatening people, and she's still like fighting for herself and her friends, and you know. But I like that she's not going to do like a complete 180, and be like, oh, let's fit in with this, like whatever, good guys. She's not a good guy. She's a witch, and she's Manon, and she's awesome. And I just like that she stayed the same. Yeah.
And I kind of think I just had a thought right now that like basically throughout this entire book, it's the females like that do the plots and do the like intrigues and everything, and it's so nice to see like, you know, female characters just being in charge and doing what should be done, and like basically the male characters being
they're like there to be supportive. To be supportive characters. Yes. That's cool.
And I think maybe one more thing we have to mention is the end.
Oh my god.
The end
is... How did you not cry? I cried twice while reading this, and this is my second time reading it. I cried once when there was a big showdown between Lorcan and the two Fays, and when the lead sort of came between them and got really, really hurt. That was the first one that I cried, and the second time was the ending when Maeve came and just fucked everything up. And oh my god, that was, first of all, I when I was reading that part, I was trying to remember like what was the relationship between Aelin and Maeve before this. Like when she went to Wendelin to learn about her magic powers, and she's like, okay, Rowan's gonna teach you and whatnot. I mean, the fight at the end was, I guess, to show Maeve that she has powers, that she just learned something.
I think so.
She came there for some questions. She wanted to ask questions about the keys, right?
Yeah.
I was like, why? I was trying to like think like why their relationship was so antagonistic. I mean, we find out later why in the next book, but at that point, I was like, why is she so angry? Like, why is she so like pissed off at, I mean, other than losing her Rowan and all, you know, the blood oath and everything, and her and Aelin messing with the cadre and everything. But still, I was like, that's kind of like extreme.
Yeah, it was one of the most brutal things I've ever read in a book.
Yes.
Like, that was so, like, brutal, gory, bloody, and really evil. And, like, so inhumane. I think it's actually inhumane.
Yes, but I like how like, it's not, I like how it was written, and I like how in this series, how the Fae are portrayed. I remember when I read Holy Blacks.
Yeah, you hated
it because they were evil for no reason. It's like, oh, I'm evil and that's it. But here, it didn't feel that way. So it was Maeve is a well written character, and I enjoyed that. I was like, I totally get it, and I totally like understand why she's doing. I mean, not totally, obviously, because I forgot what the previous.
Well, she understands when she reads the next book.
Yes, but it sort of makes sense with the character. It's not like, oh, I'm evil because I'm evil. Like there's reasoning, even though I didn't know it at the time. But yeah.
Well, I mean, she is evil throughout the book. She, as you said, she has, she's very antagonistic towards Aelin and all. At everything that she's trying to do. So
and the relationship between Maeve and Aelin's family is also kind of difficult. Yeah. But yeah, that ending was so, oh my god. And the consequences of that ending, and then just, you know, the Maeve coming and taking Aelin away, and then taking her away, and then all the allies coming
together
to be like, oh, she called us, and they're like, uh-oh. And then the plan that Aelin and Lysandra came up with.
But yeah,
With Lysandra replacing Aelin because
Yes.
she's a shapeshifter. I was like, who even thinks like that? Like,
Yeah.
it totally shows how Aelin is such a forward thinker. I mean, she
Yeah.
thinks like a million steps ahead, and she plans for every possibility.
Yes.
And you know how she's basically very good at convincing people to do the stuff that she needs. And I'm like, oh my god, like,
Yeah.
it was just
yes, precisely that.
yes. Is it my favorite book so far? I think I still Air of Fire is my favorite. I think still, even though I really do. I think this is like the close second because I do enjoy
Isn't
the.
it Queen of Shadows? I think you were really like enamored with.
Yes,
the
Queen
one
of Shadows. Air of Fire is when
four.
she's learning with Rowan.
Yes.
I like that one because of their relationship. Yes, but Queen of Shadows when
Queen
all
of
the stuff happens.
Shadows,
Yes,
yeah.
and this one is like a close second because I really enjoyed the side relationships
Yes.
that were happening, and you know the whole plot stuff that happened as well. But yeah, oh my god.
Yeah.
It was. That's all I have to say when I read that one. And so this was the last one, last
That you
reread.
actually.
No, yes, the next two books are like new to me because I haven't read them yet, and I was like, okay, now I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Okay.
Do you wanna add something else?
No.
Okay, I think we said all of it. We
Yes.
gushed. We talked about stuff that was important. But yeah, you can check out all the other Throne of Glass
Reviews
that we've done before. Yes, and down below in the description box. Like, share, subscribe.
Press the bell button if you want to get notifications whenever we post new videos. Feel free to comment down below and check our description box for important links about, global issues.
And thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.